I guess a year or two ago, you look at 29-10 and feel pretty excited about what you did against Northwest, and now it's a very frustrating loss. I guess in one way shows you where this program is and how close you are to maybe getting it turned around.
It's a good step for us. When you look at our Washburn game, the Mo West game, beating Pitt this year, then looking at this Northwest game, you can see that we're taking steps, in the right direction. And, all those games we lost, if we just put some points on the board, who knows what happens in those 4 losses that we just had. But, and that's what I try to tell the kids. Last year, the year before that, you didn't have a chance to even compete with those guys. And just the time you put in the summer and the things you've done in the weight room, and 7-on-7s you've done on your own, the team sessions you've done on your own have made a big improvement in what you've done this year so far. And take pride in that and build off of that and continue to get better each week. And continue to do those things in the summer as well. Who knows where we might be next year? But we got 3 more games to have a great season still, and you just got to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you and move on and do your best to try to win those next 3 games.
Can you talk about what it would mean to this program, just as far as the development? If you guys won out and got the 7 wins, it would be kind of every year this program's gone up.
It is, and especially with the way the conference has changed, over this past year. Last year we were playing some teams that, weren't as strong, as our conference is. We've added UCO this year, Northeastern, and we're playing Pittsburgh State, and we're going to play Southern as well this year. So they're kind of different teams that we played. If we can win out, that just shows that we're taking a big step in the right direction. And 1 more win each year. But the competition was a little bit tougher too, and we've actually gained ground on those other teams, I feel. And it's just a big step for kids, a big momentum booster, and confidence booster. It should be to our young men. And they just got to build off of that. But it's a big step in the right direction. But it's going to take us work to do that. These aren't going to be easy games by any means. Every one of those teams is very capable, of beating us as well. And we just got to go out there and take care of business.
Offensively, it was a struggle. I know their defense is really, really good, but still seems like struggling to get anything established in games offensively.
Yeah, we are, and we just got to get. I don't even know exactly what it is. I'm still sitting here looking, trying to figure it out. And when you watch film and you see things developing, it's always one guy misses his block here on a pass protection, or misses his block on a run, or the quarterback didn't hit the right receiver, or didn't read it right, or the receiver dropped the ball, or the back didn't hit the hole, and it's always those little things. Why do we not have these things shored up yet? And by now it should be. And our kids just need to take a little more ownership in it and make it a little bit more important to them, and be a little more dedicated to what they're doing offensively, and make sure they're doing things the right way and ensuring those things up so they're assigned sound.
Nebraska Kearney, kind of a different style quarterback. With almost more dangerous with his legs than with his arm, although he still can't throw. What kind of challenge do they present this week with just their style?
Yeah, it's just a different game. We really got to be prepared for the run, and we got to stop the run and try to get them to throw the ball. But on the other hand, he's so good with his feet that he can cause problems. Just like Trevion is so good with his feet. And if there is a rush, he can get out of the pocket and go get a first down, or if we don't keep him contained, he's going to run for that first down pretty easy, just like we did in week 1 against UCO's quarterback. So, that's the biggest challenge for us. We got to contain him. When he's throwing the ball and when he's running the ball, we got to be able to bring him down. And not many teams are able to take him down one-on-one in the open field. So, we got to be sure tacklers this week and make sure we hone in on everything that we're doing to make sure that we contain him in the pocket and keep him in the pocket. Rally to the ball, wrap up and tackle, and I'd be excited about a challenge like that if I was a player.
They scored on 3 really big plays. It seems like that's an area your team has gotten better at this year, and limiting the big plays. Is that one of the keys again Saturday?
That's the whole key. You can't give up anything easy, whether it's a long run, or it's a play action pass. We got to do our job and be assignment sound. Our corners really got to stay deep this week, just in case the safety does bite up on play action, and and that's the biggest part of it. If we don't give up a big play and make them earn yardage, each play, and try to create some turnovers defensively, I think we can be successful. But we've got to lock in on him and see what he's doing.
What about them defensively? What's your impressions?
I feel like they're pretty good. They're strong up front, on the defensive line. They control gaps. They don't let the linemen get up to the linebackers. Linebackers run pretty well. Their secondary runs well. And, I think they're very sound on defense. They do some good things. They're going to give you some man coverage. They're going to give you some quarters, some halves, and also going to roll, to give them trip sets. So, it's some things that we really haven't seen, the last few weeks, because we've got a lot of man coverage lately. And who knows with them? They might just come out and man up the whole time and bring a lot of blitzes, or they can sit off in zone coverage the whole time and bring some zone blitzes. So, we don't know for sure what we're going to get from them, but we got a pretty good idea of what's going to happen.
Does anything change with them? I mean, they were 0-5 and struggling to score points, and now they've won 2 out of 3, and I think, they're scored 30 twice, and what they did against Pitt last week. So, like, offensively, they're much more productive in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, they are. And even on defense, they're doing a little better. And you can see the progression as the year's gone on. They've got a lot of junior college transfer kids in as well, and they got some young kids playing too. And it's just learning the systems. They've learned the offense, they've learned the defense, and they've gotten better each week. And they've added, different dimensions to their offense and defense each week as well. So, the kids are feeling comfortable with what they're doing in the system, and they're flying around a little bit more now. They're playing faster, and they're just doing a good job of doing their assignments and doing their jobs, and that's why they're so successful.
It's been a struggle to establish the run game. What kind of effect has that had on the entire offense and what you guys are trying to do in those games where it just seems it's difficult to get it going?
To me, if you can run the ball, you can do a lot of different things. And to me, if you can run it, the defense is really going to sell out on the run. And we haven't been able to establish those things, so they're able to, just sit back, play the pass, and that's what they've done to us. They've taken the run game away. We're one-dimensional. When you're one-dimensional offensively, there's not much you can do about it. And then the defense can pin their ears back and get after you. And that's what's happened to us the last, 8 weeks. We've been one-dimensional. We haven't been able to control the game by being able to run the ball. And that's something we got to do this week. Find better ways to, to run the ball, whether it's blocking angles or pinning and pulling or working more double teams or whatever it might be to get to the next level. But we got to shore that up and make that a big part of our game this week.
Rivalry game with Kearney, do you make much of that, or what's your? Do you talk to your kids about it, or do you just look at it as any other day?
I know in the past it used to be one of the biggest games Fort Hays State ever had. Me, it's more the in-state schools, are more your rival schools, and I kind of look at this game as just another football game as I do as we're playing the Northwest, we're playing the Pitt. You make too big a deal out of it. Sometimes your kids, lose focus and don't do their job or don't do their assignments. So we're just going to treat it as any other week. It's another ball game that we have to go out and perform at a high level and win this game. So that's the approach I'm taking right now for kids, and hopefully they're doing the same thing.
Noon start a little bit earlier than normal. Does that change your routine, or has it affect, or does it affect anything?
Just got to get up a little bit earlier. Have to get up at 6:30 or 7 instead of 8 o'clock. And, change our pregame meal a little bit, but the good thing is I think it's going to be a quick game because they're going to try to run the ball as well. We're going to try to run the ball as well. So we'll come back with the win and get home a little bit earlier. That's about the only difference. Instead of getting home at midnight, we're going to get home around 6 or 7 instead of midnight.
Good. All right.
Thank you.